This is how you replace the bearings on the front wheels of a UPPAbaby Cruz V2. You'll need two 5mm tools to be able to remove the bolt. One is going to hold it while the other one you can use to turn it. As you remove the bolt, you'll see that there is a washer on both sides. So make sure that you don't lose that and you can just put it aside for later on. And then you can just use a tool to be able to pop it out. It comes out fairly easily. And then when you take out the bearing, you also see in between the two bearings is going to be the spacer, so don't lose that as well. I had to use a tool to be able to measure the bearings to make sure I had the right size. The measurements on the top left, you'll see that the outer diameter was 22mm, and then the inner diameter was about 8mm. And then I had to also measure the width of the bearing, which the inner part was 7mm, and then it had a protruding inner ring, which was about 9, so it was protruding 1mm on each side. The only place I found the bearings was on AliExpress, so you can see that it has the right measurements here. It was $1 for 2 bearings, and shipping was about $5, so not too bad, but this was the only place that I found these bearings. So the bearings took a little bit to arrive, but they finally did. And as you can see, you just grab one bearing, you just push it in, and then grab the spacer and make sure you put that in between the bearings. And then grab the other bearing, you can push that in. And as you put it all together, remember that there are spacers on both sides, so don't forget to put that before you put the bolt in. And then you can just flip it to the other side and put a spacer there, and then use the two tools to be able to put it all back together. So the fix was relatively easy. I thought the hardest part was finding the right size bearings because they had those inner diameters that protruded 1mm on each side. So that was a little bit hard to find, but as you can see, really easy, and it spins so much better, and I'm really glad that I did it. Thanks.